I'm making a video, I think. Looks like it. Hopefully there's recording of the sound, because that would be really irritating if it didn't do that. Anyway, I really feel kind of like crap. And that's sort of on this mood is sort of a component of this whole will thing. And we sort of haven't gotten to that, because it's more than just an emotion. There's this mood stuff, this how you feel background thing that's going to also influence what becomes your will, because it will completely disable some elements of your want mechanism. So it won't even be a matter of an idea defeating an idea, a feeling defeating a feeling. It will be just the fact that it's disabled by the fact that you're disabled. Anyway, yes, I'll do the update part, and then I'll do a response sort of to Piro. So there's actually going to be a video here, but we're not going to count it as a video, sort of. Theory. Anyway, because Piro, he just isn't getting it. Damn it. So anyway, update part. I guess I'll move the camera, which is, it's always dangerous. Yeah, I don't have anything like established on any kind of like real thing, to make sure it doesn't fall over or do some other stupid thing. Everything's just jury-rigged. Boom! Yeah, that was the interview video. That was good stuff. Yeah, I guess I should point to that. Right, interview, John Paul Dorn interview. I was actually pretty quite brilliant for the whole hour, and, just typical Inmendham, Pretty good stuff. So anyway, the free will videos. So I just uploaded one called Free No Free Box. Yeah, and it's sort of a response to a metaphor used by Inspired I Am, which was really, it was really, I mean, let's see if I can find it. I mean, the Modern Mystic just left a hilarious comment on her video. I don't know, I think it's just worth reading. Listen, lady, put a lid on it. Do you think Gary and I go around all open boxed? Not a chance. Way too dangerous. So I sort of said that in my response video. I said you can't live your life with a bunch of unresolved premises. You can't have a philosophical discussion in that atmosphere. You will have to come to some opinions, no matter how Looney Tune, that will stem the flood of incoming information. If you can't come up with something to believe in, anything will do. Barack Obama, Gary is the second coming of Christ, Monsanto is a modern incarnation of the devil, anything, then I would recommend finding some interest that is not you. Again, anything will do. Gary and I go for cats. I could try, or no, you could try charity work, knitting socks for death row prisoners, something, anything. I just, knitting socks for death row prisoners. I mean, that's just, you almost want to bronze that one and put it on the wall somewhere. That's good stuff. Yes, a little bit insulting, but yes, her videos are just too, well, I point out in my video, it's too much about this, I'm sort of singularity or something. The self-actualization through philosophy. That's not what philosophy is there for. So philosophy is not there to answer your personal questions, to satisfy you personally, to do anything at all for you personally. The odds are that if you're going to be an honest philosopher, you're going to personally lose. Okay? Because the answers are going to suck. Once you go looking for answers, the answers are not going to be fun. They're going to be shitty, and they're going to make you pretty much irrelevant and stupid. You're just going to realize, oh, I'm a scumbag. The whole game is stupid. I got nothing to look forward to except falling off the cliff at the end. And maybe doing it in some horrifically awful manner where my body parts come flying off and I don't have any fun at all. So, yeah, it's just kind of stupid, the games people play, as they say. So anyway, going back to the free will index, should be here on one of these videos, right? Yeah, there's as good as any. So yeah, anyway, so that whatever guy kid uploaded a video from a while ago, and then the Inspired I Am, and then Piro had a short video here, but just complete crap. But he did a longer video, and that's the one I'm going to respond to now, because it's just another piece of crap. He's just not getting it. And then this was a good video, response to the Modern Mystic, really good video there actually. Quite brilliant. Modern Mystic video there, and one of my videos there, and then Professor Anton didn't respond to his video directly, I don't think. But anyway, good stuff. Anyway, then there was some sort of thing, Fred made a video about Inmendham being too stinky for his shoes or something. Other people just can't stand Inmendham, so they won't go to U doubled because Inmendham is there. Yeah, and I just point out that, my feelings are likewise. I mean, who wants to hang out with a bunch of idiots and fuckwits and morons who don't even have a first clue of what they're talking about? Yeah, I mean, I don't want to sit at that dinner table either. I will, but I don't want to. But if they're the ones going to make the stink, then I don't mind putting it to a vote or something. I mean, if they're going to do the challenging, then yeah, it's okay with me. I mean, I don't want to be where I'm not wanted. Alright, anyway, let's get to the Puro video. Okay. So he did this Will the Future thing. It was a response to the Modern Mystics video where the Modern Mystic was pointing out that here's a whole bunch of list of emotional responses. And what the Modern Mystic was basically doing was just saying, see, none of these come from you. They just come out of you. Okay? They're just a byproduct. You don't sit there and make them happen. They happen. Okay? You either fall in love or you don't fall in love. You either are attracted or you're not attracted. Or either... this is just the way it is. I mean, you either find the smell of ammonia obnoxious or you don't. I mean, it's just the way it is. And then so Puro made this whole long, crappy video going through each one of those emotions and explaining how you can. Well, I'll just play some of it. It's just...
stuff and changing diapers and,
Well, this part was yucky. Yeah, he sits there and talks about, how repulsive changing diapers could be or something. You could overcome that by thinking that, by thinking, like somehow you do the thinking, that you're cleaning the baby and therefore it's a good and therefore it's not repulsive because it's not dirty or stinky. Well, who cares anyway? I mean, why would people even do this stupid nonsense? Don't make the mess and then you don't gotta clean it up. Duh. So anyway, he keeps saying you can, like somehow he came up with the idea of, well, I will think of a positive and I'll blind myself with the positive and then the negative won't be a negative anymore because I won't be able to see it through the positive I put all over everything. And he keeps talking like he does that. No, your knowledge base does that. Your informed intelligence does that. And every idea you have, 90% of them you probably got from some other place, watching somebody else do it right, or somebody else taught you the trick, or taught you a trick just like it, and you just modified the trick a little bit. And then maybe 10% or whatever the number would be are the ones where you just put 2 and 2 together and came up with 4. And so you just came up with a logical way of saying, okay, well, I can change this, I can make this more palatable, and you're not doing it, your programming's doing it. Your program is basically telling you, informing you, here's the instructions on how to get out of this mess. You didn't write those instructions, your brain wrote the instructions. Another program wrote the instructions. And so what's basically happening if to defeat, like say you love somebody, but your brain recognizes this is a dangerous person. I mean, alcoholic, erratic, she's going to cut my wee off, no doubt about it, eventually. Sooner or later it's going to happen. And so there's a little warning whistle, and so then your brain says, well, how do we get out of this love thing? Well, then you just rationalize ways to get, oh, she has really big feet. Yeah, and she has hair between her toes. Yeah, your brain says, I will contrive some crap, or I will rationalize some crap, or whatever. And it's a program. It's a program that says, I know how to do this rationalizing thing, and I'll get you out of this. But you're not doing it. You can't keep saying you can. Because guess what? The you can't do that, alright, unless the you has been taught how to do it. So it's like saying, if you don't like the noise in the street, you can play the piano. No, you can't play the piano until you learn how to play the piano. So you can't overwhelm it, you can't control it, you can't compensate for it until you learn the mental tricks that will enable you to do that. And those come from the same exact place the damn emotions came from in the first place. They came from your environment. And so we have these, it's almost like we use hate to defeat a love that we sense is dangerous because we recognize the danger signals. And so our brain uses another emotion to change the will disposition within our head. I really don't need this. So anyway, and so, you know, this video is just a half hour of wasted time. Because it's like you're not acknowledging that there is no you that does any of these things. You didn't fall in love. You didn't recognize that she's a dangerous psychopath. And you did not contrive a strategy to get yourself out of love. None of that was you, okay? All of that was programs in your head. I mean, that's the premise here. Either argue the premise or build on the premise, but just don't sit here keep spinning these damn I'm controlling the river thing. You're not controlling the river. You're merely recognizing how you can manipulate river because you've acquired the information. You have some knowledge that informs you about what to do. But you didn't create the knowledge except for that part that you put some blocks together and added them up. But that's it. It's not you. Yeah, well, that's enough. I really don't feel good enough for this. So anyway, but that's the other point I did want to make, though. It's just that there's this native disposition that runs through us, you know, that's going to decide too whether somebody is just out of patience, that they're just they can't, their brain can't do it anymore. It can't have the fight. It can't argue. It can't go through the mush. All it can say is, "Oh, I've had enough of this shit," and so it just picks up the shovel and starts whacking. Because it's just so miserable. And so that's a component of our will, is just the fact that if we're you know, our brain is no longer mentally capable of playing the game, and so it just, you know, decides it's just going to find us, it's just going to pick up whatever sledgehammer's handy and try to bash a opening, a way out, or something like that. Yeah. I don't think I have to add any more. Alright, so sorry. Don't mean to do a video on YouTube. Ooh. The evil Google network. But everybody just can't, they just can't break away. I mean, it's kind of funny because, you know, Fred posted the Inmendham, whatever, stupid video thing. And, you know, he didn't put it on his website, and that was just kind of weird. Just, you know, it seems appropriate to complain about Inmendham on the website where people are complaining about Inmendham being on it. Seems. But anyway, it doesn't matter. You know, it doesn't really matter. It really doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. Yeah, I don't think there's anything else urgent. The guy I was, you know, cranking at, I did a video with, has the comments part in it. Yeah, that was the Fred response video, I think. And so the guy I was kind of yelling at complained a little bit. And it's like, well, what the hell do you want, asshole? I mean, really, go reread your comments. They just sound like a bunch of counter arguments, a kind of counter proposals. They're really kind of off the subject. I mean, you know, they really weren't relevant to the videos. And there wasn't anything in them acknowledging the videos even, or acknowledging anything said in the videos. So I don't know exactly what you were expecting my reaction to be, except, look, fucker, argue what I'm saying, okay? Don't, you know, I'm arguing about the function of the green balloon, and you want to propose the pink balloon. Well, that's fine, but this isn't the fucking place to do it. something like that. Anyway, but whatever. Get offended. It's okay with me. I don't, really. Yeah, and to say you're just trying to be helpful or something. Huh? Yeah, I don't think so. Anyway. Yeah. I'm not soliciting help. I guess it's the bottom line there, too. I think I have the fucking answers. If you're going to say I don't have the fucking answer or I'm wrong, then be explicit. Jesus, I'm so sick of this goddamn mushy bullshit. Fuck. Yeah, I mean, I basically was saying this is the fucking truth. Prove me wrong, fucker. So either prove me wrong or shut the fuck up. Yeah. 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 I think that's enough now. See if I can stir up some other... Is there anything else in here? Hello? Programs. Programs. Do you have anything else? Programs. 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 Ah, smoke a little e-cigarette. That's what the program said. Smoke. See how it shows up in this filter. Let's see. Voltage is low. Weak. Oh, yummy. Good. I get to eat the nicotine instead of smoke it. How charming. Yeah, now it's doing it. Now she's cooking. Yeah, wow. It sort of looked like smoke, right? I don't know if that was really worth it, was it? No, probably wasn't. Yeah, I can't see it at all that way. Has to be this way. Yeah, vapor isn't smoke. But anyway, enough of a video. So you probably could have done without that last 2 minutes. Could have done without the last 20 years. I need a V8 or something. I need something. Something. Yeah. Yeah, that's it. Alright, the programs don't have anything else. I'm doing the gestures. Yeah. Like I willed that to happen, huh? I don't think so. Like I did it. They did it. They. The programs. Oh, it's running you. And like this video, they are just composites. They're just, two-dimensional, flat, simplistic. Want, need, greed, selfishness. These are simplistic personalities that run us. And they only look complicated because they're a nuance, a balance. A little bit of this, and a little bit of that, and a little bit of that, and it adds up to, this is what you're going to do. That's the way it works. A little bit of integrity, a little bit of character, a little bit of principle, a little bit of idealism, a little bit of, all that crap. And it ends up being you. But what it's made out of is pretty much this primary color kind of idea. It's made up of constituent elements of common human trait. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, that was worth it. That almost made the 3 minutes you could have ignored worth it. Okay. Sorry. Just having a rough week or something. Well, really not. It's just today. It's just the last 7 hours have just not been good for me. Yeah, for whatever, no good reason. Well, that's a reason, but I don't know. I'm full of mercury. I don't know. Ate too many swordfish as a youth. I don't know. I used to play with Mercury. Right in my bare hand. It used to be one of my toys, Mercury. Yeah, it was before everybody knew Mercury was going to kill you. The good old days. Yeah. Okay. I think that is all. Well, I was just making sure, just seeing if anything would, raise its hand, but nothing did. So, I'll be on my way. Thank you very much. Such good interview. I'll post a link to the interview. Anyway, post a link to the website, blah, 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 same old bullshit. Free will videos are pretty good. It's an important subject. People keep shitting on it, but it's really fucking important to understand how we work. This is really kind of important. And how ideas, are controlling us. Controlling. That's right, no free. Controlling. Okay, now I'm done. Now I'm finished. That was a guess. Yeah, yes. Well, sometimes you're wrong. Hey, to be serious is right. Sometimes I'm wrong. I guessed wrong. Oh, but guesses really shouldn't count. Because they're guesses. I mean, hell, of course they're going to sometimes be wrong. Right. Alright, it's going to be over now. I'm just going to do the countdown. 4, 2, 1, and then the cliche over. How about I'll just walk off camera, and that way I could just leave that way. I could just drift the camera, so I'm off the camera, and that way I can end the video. Hey, that's a good idea. Yeah.